I got a lot of my, ingenuity and everything from my past. So I definitely believe I take that into what I do now and try and mesh it all together,
Right on. True that.
I definitely, for example, actually my brother's a big hip hop head, and he's not very fond to the EDM world, so he doesn't know much about it.
Right.
So I actually did that little mashup with going up on a Tuesday, and it dropped into a Future House by AC Slater, and till this day it's on his playlist, and that's how it actually made me happy seeing how I can integrate those types of things and get different types of fans that wouldn't normally hear my music.
Yeah, I mean, I played all those tracks already. I'm telling you, I'm actually playing right now in the background a couple on Tuesday, and I just love how it vibes from a hip hop to deep house and just a really chill vibe. So man, just thank you so much for making this track. It's actually in my Club Big Dome playlist. If you want to go to my SoundCloud, MC Big Dome, I actually have it on my playlist. So I'll be bumping that too. Respect all day, you already know. So you played at the Rave of Thrones, correct? The recent event? Yeah,
man. That was fun. That was real fun. It was a different scene for me. I'm so used to these electro Melbourne bounce types gigs, and going to a more housey, future house techno type of gig. It was different, but man, the crowd showed out in Gainesville. It was definitely something that I didn't expect. A lot of people came out, and it was an awesome time.
Awesome. Shout out to Gainesville, put on the map. We love you guys so much. Give us some sports, my boy. CORTEZ.
Yeah, shout out to Gainesville.
You already know. All right, so what are some of your goals or plans to enhance your music to keep, on the top charts on SoundCloud and also what's some, just, kind of dabble with me. What's some of your future plans with your music?
Well, my main goal is to crack the Beatport Top 100 electro house genre. That would be something that, I've been wanting to accomplish. But, honestly, it's not really doing anything different. It's just keep learning, keep an open mind and try different things, People are so worried about failing these days that it's you can't, people are afraid to try new things, and it's you got to do it if you want to be different.
You got to venture out to new waters, is what I always say. You can't keep saying, I'm just going to play the big room, I'm going to play just the deep house, I'm just going to play it. No, you got to continue evolving, is how I look at it. All right, so Mr. Victor CORTEZ, I ask every DJ that comes to the show because I know there's a big debate. If you're a CDJ, you're not a real DJ. If you use a vinyl, you're not a real DJ. Me personally, as long as you're making good music, I don't care what you're spending on. So, what do you prefer, CDJs or vinyls? This controversy between vinyls and CDJs, to me, it's kind of it gets annoying because what people don't understand is even nowadays when people use vinyls, it's Serato, it's all digital based. Right.
Okay, it's not really different. Just like you said, as long as you know what you're doing and you're playing good music, it shouldn't be about what you're using. As long as you can do it and do it good, that's what counts. Personally, though, I'm a CDJ type of dude.
Right. Keep it 100 with CDJ. Yeah. Awesome. So, Victor, what do you believe separates you from a beginner or a pro in the DJ scene?
Well, honestly, it's a tough question. I wouldn't even consider myself a pro, but I wouldn't, what beginners or people that are starting out producing, should know is, have an open mind. Do what you want to do. Stop worrying about producing that, top 100 hit, or stop worrying about, this song is not going to make the charts. Man, produce what you like to hear, and people will catch on if it's good.
True. That's, I actually managed a few DJs like, yo, give me a gig. I'm like, well, you got to continue evolving. Don't try to really, I always say, don't try to just go out for the money of the aspect. Just go out there and continue producing good music, and people will find you and say, hey.
Yeah, man, and that's a big thing. People, it's be yourself. I make the type of music I like just because man, when I'm making it, it sounds good. You know, and that's all I need.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, from there on, you know, if it takes off, it takes off. If not, it's on to the next one.
Exactly. On to the next. On to the next. All right. So I know I was going through your bio and everything, and I see that you're signed to Div Nation. I want to give you a shout out, Div Nation. Describe how that came about, and how's it life, you know, being signed by such a great label?
Well, you know, shout out to Doug first of all. Doug's always supported me from the jump. Yeah. And it was actually weird. It was I was on my computer late one night, and I just started producing. I really didn't know what I was doing, and I sent Doug a little thing I was working on, and he kind of dig it, right. And he sent me something back. He said, "Hey man, you know, I want to jump on this with you," and that was my first collab with Div Class, and that was my first release on Div Nation. And, you know, ever since then, they've been supporting every track I've put out.
Awesome.
All my tracks on Beatport except one are with Div Nation. So, you know, without them, you know, it might have went a different way. But, you know, a big shout out to Div Nation and always supporting me.
Yeah, shout out to Div Nation, Doug. I love you guys so much. So speaking of Div Nation, I mean, they have like a ton of tracks. They actually did a track with one of our signed DJs at House of Stars, Larry Love. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Larry Love. What are your top 3 favorite Div Nation tracks?
Well, I would have to say one is unreleased right now, but that's you know, it's definitely one of my favorites that I'm about to release on Div Nation.
Okay.
You know, I actually really like New World Sound because it's another track that you know, it meshes electro house with Melbourne Bounce, and it's really acidy. It's pretty cool, and it's really something different. And that was one of the things that I wanted that track to do, and that's hence the title, New World Sound. It's a totally different sound.
Right.
You know, people in Melbourne Bounce are so used to the high pitches and all that, and I wanted to bring something different to it. And I honestly thought I did it with that track, and you know, thank you, Div Nation, for signing it.
Thank you, Doug, man. You're the best. Can't wait to work with you. I play a lot of the tracks in the show, so hopefully we'll get Div Class and Electro Vibes Radio someday. You know, might even do a trio. Bring Mr. Cortez back. That would be dope.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So, name some of your favorite venues. I mean, I looked at your resume. You played at a ton. So, what are some of your favorite venues that you've played at? And, yeah, give the names and experience.
Well, obviously, you know, the Amps one is up there. You know, the Amp, without a doubt, is up there. I would say Simon's at Gainesville, just because I love the Gainesville shows. You know, they do a good job over there, and you know, Simon's is a top-notch spot over there. And, you know, I've been honored to, I've DJed there multiple times, and it's been awesome every time. But one of my best experiences was playing on top of the Congress Hotel during WMC last year.
Wow, yeah, okay.
That was pretty sweet and different, you know, playing on South Beach at 3 o'clock in the morning on top of a hotel roof.
Wow.
You know, something not a lot of people get to do.
I sure haven't done that yet. On the come up, we'll see. All right, Victor. You know, so tell us. I know you've been supported by some DJs, some top DJs. So give us a list of names of the top DJs that have supported some of your tracks.
Well, you know, and it was shocking when this happened. I was actually, you know, I couldn't believe it. But DJs from Mars actually sent me an email, and saying they liked a bunch of my mashups. And for those of you that don't know, DJs from Mars, they were in the DJ Mag Top 100 in 2013. So, you know, they were definitely, you know, that was definitely a highlight. DJ Sean just actually supported my new unreleased track. So, you know, we're definitely making progress. You know, hopefully soon, you know, we'll make enough noise where everybody's listening.
Yeah, man. Worldwide, international love. All right, Victor. So I know that you do Melbourne Bounce. So in your definition, what is Melbourne Bounce music?
You know what? You know, Melbourne Bounce, you know, is, to me, a very, unique genre, man. It's cool. It can go either way. I've done minimal tracks, minimal meltdown bounce tracks when it's literally just kicking bass, and it's, that itself will get you bouncing, Also, I've done tracks with with the high pitches and all that in there, and it brings so much energy and life to the party that it's just, once you click it on and once you play it, it's like, man, people react to it. And it's like, oh, the happy feeling comes out.
Right. They definitely get electric on that. So, close it out. How do you hope to be remembered as a DJ? Or as I say, as an artist, because I feel like talking to you right now, you have a lot of qualities that most artists have. So how do you hope to be remembered as an artist as you continue your career?
I want to be remembered as someone that wasn't afraid to, step out of the box. You have all these, you have a bunch of people sticking a, trap in, your big room, which is, I have no hate against it.
Right.
But, Melbourne Bounce is such a small genre and such a young genre where, it's just coming up. So, it's definitely something that I take a lot of pride in, and I want people to remember, me stepping out of the box and trying something different and trying to bring something different to this part,
Makes sense, man. Appreciate that one. So, before we close out here, you got any last words, shout outs, or anything you tell everybody where you get your music at? All that good info.
First off, I want to give a shout out to you guys for having me out here, man. It's,
Appreciate it.
It was an honor, when you guys told me you wanted me out, and, I'm happy I'm here. Shout out to all my fans and supporters out there, everybody that's sharing my music, listening to my music, enjoys my music. I couldn't do it without them, so massive shout out to them.
That's what's up. Shout out to the fans, all that good stuff. All right, Victor, I got a bonus question, man. I got a bonus question for you. I always ask this. I gotta actually stop the music for this one. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go. What is your favorite station in the internet nation?
Electric Vibes Radio on EverydayPartyNetwork.com, baby.
That's what's up. I know that's right. Victor Cortez, live and exclusive. You already know on the Everyday Party Network. Victor, it was a pleasure having you on the show, man. Definitely keeping my show alive.
Thank you guys, bro. Massive.
You already know how we do. Everyday Party Network, Big Dome, Victor Cortez. We'll get back in the mix right here. This is the Martin Garrix Virus, Victor Cortez bootleg. Check him out, SoundCloud. It's where Big Dome, Electric Vibes Radio. Victor Cortez came on and lighted it up with me. It was an awesome interview. So be sure to check him out on his SoundCloud, Victor Cortez Official. This guy is definitely on the come up. Signed by Div Nation. Doug, Div Class holding it down over there. So keep an eye on this guy. He is the man right now. This is his Martin Garrix Montier Virus Victor Cortez bootleg. Get back in the vibe. We're gonna rock some more on Electric Vibes Radio. It's your boy Big Dome saying, feel the vibe.